sexism in gaming. In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frosk. This was the new female lead for G4TV, and this is Morgan Webb. This was the old female lead for G4TV. If anybody remembers G4 X-Play specific, you would know that Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, it was just like peanut butter and jelly. It just, those two whole names, it just went together. They're both of their first and last name. That was a great show to watch. It was all about gaming. It was all about, they had funny stuff, but it didn't take over the show. The focus was on gaming, what was coming out, what was good about the games. You know, now it turned into something like this. I've seen other people's take on Frost. And listen, y'all being too nice. This bitch is ugly, straight up and down. It's almost like companies don't get it. But you're Comcast. How can you not get it? There's no way you can't get it. This video caught her ass in 4K too. There's no way you can't get it. This girl is ugly. Morgan Webb is fine. There's a difference. People want to look at pretty people. If women want to be successful, you have to be in shape. You have to be pretty, and you cannot be a bitch like this one is. In her case, you know, she want to be a dude so bad. Bitch ass nigga. Like, you just can't. It won't work out for you in the end. You got a nose ring, a neck tattoo. I mean, what's up with that haircut? I mean, with the makeup, like, you just don't know what you want to be, huh? Dudes don't wear makeup, sweetheart. You either want to be a girl or you want to be a boy. Which one is it? And when you lecture your fans like this, when the core isn't gaming, you shit on your fans. Lecture your fans. You talk down to them. And then you got the nerve to say,
if you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Well, if that's how you feel, then yeah, bitch. Peace. Just 2 days ago, Comcast pulled a plug on G4TV, ending comeback try for Gamer Focus Network. Gamer Focus Cap. Now, if you see in the show, I recognize one of those faces. The Black Hokage. Let me tell you something. Black Hokage. Listen, so I know you probably had something to say about that shit so bad, but you was like under wraps and you can't say shit. So now that this shit is over with, oh well, you probably still don't want to, because you know it might ruin future stuff for you. So I guess you probably won't come out and say anything, but you probably didn't even want to be there. Not only did this bitch cost y'all the company, but it cost everybody their jobs. People didn't even know they were getting fired until a tweet came out. Interesting, right? Let's look at these comment sections. G4TV became a thing again. Frosk opens her mouth. G4, that ignorance. G4 dead less than a year. I see no lies. Frost fans, see, gamers are misogynistic, or maybe the majority of gamers are males who don't like to be lumped into a small group of assholes. Right. You know, people just want to play games. And let me tell you something. Talk to him, Frost. Job fair. Everybody at G4. Let me read y'all what she said. My sexism in gaming segment was approved by all executive showrunners in X-Play. You want to know why? Because they thought it would go over well. They really, listen, I want everybody to understand this. Companies are companies. Companies got one thing in mind, and that's to make money. They don't give a fuck about you. If you're not making any money, you're fired. Thank you, Frosk, for getting everybody fired. When I was originally hired and cast, G4 made the internal statement that diversity and inclusion was what it was built on to fix the past. Won't shit broken. In my opinion, They did the diversity and inclusion because they want to make themselves look good. Money and reputation, that's all companies care about. They don't give a fuck about anything else, dog. So if you think they cared about you, you've lost your mind, Frosk. And let that be a learning lesson. When you take a shit on people, people ain't gonna just sit there and let you listen. When it comes to watch time, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's Twitch, all these different channels on YouTube. Oh, you got satellite cable, you know, all these different channels on TV, all these different channels, Hulu, you know, HBO Max, all these different channels. Why would somebody want to sit there and watch you shit on the customer? Nobody wants to sit there and watch that. Like, don't nobody want to get pissed on, okay? These audiences is not the 14-year-old girl, and you ain't R. Kelly. The audience is gonna get out the way. I was fully supported initially until doxing and threats. Yeah, then I asked for support multiple times and was ignored or directly lied to about support company. No guidelines, no plans, no help. That's because they saw that it didn't go over well. They saw that you weren't making no money. Now, if this shit went over well, trust me, you would be the backbone of the show. There would be, listen, let me tell you what G4 did. They tested the audience. The same thing they're doing with gaming right now. You know, these games are like $70, which is fine, but I better get a better product. Sometimes you do get a better product and sometimes you don't. These games coming out half-assed, halfway finished, and oh, we'll fix the product later. Technically that's scamming, but you know, if you're a million dollar corporation and you making country millions and millions of dollars, you know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. The fact that y'all are buying these games, pre-ordering these games, you're buying loot boxes and all this shit. You're paying for these what's that game called? Diablo Immortal. The fact that y'all like these debit swiping games and y'all keep paying for it. If the money is in the green, they're gonna keep doing it and they're gonna keep pushing the envelope until you decide you don't want to get fucked no more. Going back to what now, let me use that analogy to this. With her ranting for 3 minutes like that, if it would have went over well, trust me, it would have been a lot more ranting on the show. I mean, what's next? They would have put, let's talk about transgenders in gaming. Like, you know, it would have got way worse until y'all would have said, all right, that's enough. All right. Then they would have kicked her ass to the side. But I'm surprised at the backbone that the gaming community had on this one right here. Probably because she ugly. I mean, look at this. Look at this girl. She's not pretty at all. So I guess that if she was a bad bitch, if she was Morgan Webb, y'all might would have stayed. Y'all might would have stayed, because you know y'all are some suckers like that. If it was Morgan Webb, y'all might would have stayed. But you know.
Friday Night Tights. You're about to get frost bitten.
Get him!
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a
Bumpy ride.
All you geeks and gamers better stop jerking off to me, okay? I smell like burnt hair. Julie, that isn't stopping you. I fuck you like you're retarded because I think you're all retarded. I see the chat. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now. Jerking off to your girl. Frost bitten.
Go Frosk!
Now press F if you're not jerking off. Frost bitten.
Go Frosk!
Friday Night Tights.
Get him!
Frost bitten.
Go
Now
Frosk!
press F if you're not jerking off. I see the chat. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now. Jerking off to your girl. Always.
Weird!
The audience attentive to their material, because they are entering into an arena that is unlike what it was when G4 was the cool thing back in the Gap. How we look at gaming, how we look at reviews is completely different. You got people making videos in their bedrooms, reviewing content, and folks go to them.
Exactly. Like the reviews have been perfected now. Like there's no more skimming over games now. Like you have Gaming Bolt, you have ACG, you have where's the other one at? IGN is a company. I don't really go to them because they skim over games too. Like they'll give you an honest rating or what they think about the game. Like they don't kiss companies' ass. They probably will if they gave them enough money. But oh yeah, Game Ranks. Yes. There's another one. Oh, and Angry Joe Reviews. Angry Joe Review. Force Gaming is a good one as well. Like, and that's just to name a few. There's a lot more people. There's a lot more people that has perfected the gaming review section. Just like I give it about 10 years, ain't nobody gonna be watching daytime news no more, because there are people. Listen, the newscasts, they read off of a board. They read off of a prompt. You got people on YouTube who give their advice, their take, sometimes some people are funny with it, like the Hodge twins. People are gonna perfect the news shit, covering the news. Like they have perfected this covering games. If you give the power to the people and say, you have to put up these kind of numbers for you to make this amount of money, you don't think the people can do it? And it's all on you. It's all on you. It's up to you to make it work. You can make enough money to quit your job, to go wherever you want to go. You can get paid like you was in the entertainment industry. You can get fame. You can get clout. Some people have fame, but a lot of people have clout. Like this guy right here, he has fame because he saw a gap in the comic book space and he filled it. Want to know what he did? He has his own comic book now, like the metaverse and the multiverse and all that. His is called the Rippaverse. I think the name of his comic is Isom, a black superhero. Comic books are doing this woke shit in comic books. You got Frost doing this woke shit in G4 and X-Play. And listen, people don't want to see that shit. He raised about $3 million, if I'm not mistaken, on GoFundMe or something like that. And now he made $1 million in one day. That's off of his supporters. You put the power in the people's hands and they will deliver. But yeah, G4 was an example of what not to do. If you are a future company, don't do this woke bullshit. Y'all women have about, the way y'all are killing off Hollywood, y'all got about 5 years. And the men are just gonna take back over again because y'all are fucking up that bad. She-Hulk. I mean, how many more movies y'all gonna be fucking up? And then you had that gay ass movie. What's that shit? Bros. Thinking you got that dude talking about some if straight people don't want to see the movie, you're a misogynist or whatever he had to say. Like, don't nobody want to see y'all fucking? Don't nobody want to see gay dudes? If it was gay girls, yeah, oh yeah, might be $1 billion box office. But gay dudes, man, shut up, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see moist dudes. Nobody wants to see. People do want to see gay girls, but if you're a gay girl and look like Frosk, hey, don't let too much come out your mouth. I don't want to see. Nobody wants to see that camera on you and you looking like this and you look like this. I'm sorry. Look at her. Out of all people that probably applied for this job, this is what y'all went for, G4? How stupid are y'all? It's crazy.
You can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
That
it's
shit
not
weird.
a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.